Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building, speaking to you guys today about women sense your energy on semen retention and will hunt you down. Women will sense your energy on seed retention, they will hunt you down because you're becoming, there's specific qualities that women usually tend to look for in a guy, and the more of these qualities you tend to display, the more attracted she will be to you. This is as simple as it is. And the way this happens is when you go on semen retention, you're subconsciously, unauthentically, and authentically doing this on your own will without thinking about it. This is the person that you're becoming, and this is why you're becoming more attractive. When you go on semen retention, you're living your life as if it is destiny, as you're living as if you're living you're living to a specific destiny. See, the problem guys make is they live their life without ever entertaining a third-party perspective on how they're living their life. This is how you have to live your life. You have to start living your life as if there's an maybe let's give an instance you. There's an imaginary you, your highest version. Now, what would that highest version, if he was looking at you every single day, what would he be doing? This is how you have to think, and this is what you have to do. Guys don't think like this, and they're doing things that are not going to get them anywhere. And this is the bottom line. You have to realize, you have to start Warren Buffett said, if you don't want it to be on the next day's newspaper, you shouldn't do it. This is how you have to look at your life. So knowing this, you start prioritizing a lot of things. If you have some sort of mission that you want to complete, you have to prioritize. It's the only way to get ahead, people. Guys don't care about getting ahead. They might care about getting ahead, but they just don't want to do the work that is needed to get ahead, and this is why they're staying in the same spot. They don't have real goals. They don't really have real goals. They want to live for the weekends. This is what they want to do. They don't want to look at the long-term consequences of what their actions are doing. They want to live in the moment. They only want to live for now. They don't want to live for later. This is why they will not be anywhere in the next 3 to 5 years. This is why they won't be anywhere in the next 3 to 5 years. Because they're living, they don't have a higher sense of purpose that they need to fulfill to really satisfy them. The bottom line is apparently there's more gray matter in introverts, and they can be stimulated less than an extrovert. Basically meaning they can get by doing less things that stimulate them as compared to an extrovert who needs a lot of things for him to feel like he's alive. This is it. So knowing this, I mean, whether you're introverted or you're extroverted, it doesn't matter. What needs to happen is you have to find purpose. This is it. And how do you really find purpose? You find purpose by meditating consistently every day for literally forever. Meditate every single morning, 10 minutes. What is going to happen? You have to realize the brain scans of a brain that has meditated and a brain scan that hasn't meditated. There's a complete difference. Once you do this, you also need to work out consistently. Why do you need to do this? Working out and releases endorphins, and working out opens your mind to new possibilities. You start thinking different after a workout than you were thinking different before a workout. You start thinking of the can do instead of the optimism instead of the I have to do. This is also why people who tend to at least get a sweat most of the days tend to be a little bit more optimistic as compared to the people who don't tend to sweat that consistently, or quote unquote couch potatoes. They're not using 100% of their brain. You're not using 100% of the brain. They can't think differently, and if they can't think differently, any sort of new thing, any way of new thinking is never going to enter their minds. They're never going to think of it because they're not exploring 100% of their mind. You have to unlock 100% of your mind. You're not using all of your mind if you're in a sanitary, or if you're in a stationary setting 24/7. You gotta move. And basically all of these things are making you, quote unquote, someone who is increasing his life. And this is what women find attractive. And you do this on semen retention, you'll be ahead in no time, because most guys are not thinking like this whatsoever. Most guys are living vicariously through other people. You can also be someone who's different and not be living vicariously through other people. You can be living vicariously through yourself. You can live vicariously through yourself. You don't need someone else to tell you something that you can do. You need to find something out, and you can do it on your own. You have to believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is another one thing that guys just don't do, because they don't have enough. There's not enough ambition. The bottom line is, guys don't have enough tea. They're nutsack. They need to use it. They need to have testosterone, and they need to use that tea to conquer their life. They have to. There's just guys aren't. There's not enough purpose because of the things that they do. If you're doing things that dull your mind, aren't opening up your creative mind, you're never going to think differently. You'll never have different. You'll always be the same. Things will always be like that. So go on semen retention, start exploring the different ways you can live your life in the most fulfilling way possible. There has to be days where you take time to yourself and start really think about a lot of things. Have a thinking time maybe every once in a while, and start really being intentional and prioritizing things that you really want. Start cutting out the things that you don't want. Time will tell. Time will tell eventually. So the women are going to hunt you down. The woman attraction is insane. The woman attraction is insane. You'll have woman attraction, insane woman attraction, especially if you've been on a longer streak of retention. People think this is a joke. This actually works. Go on retention, abstain from PMO for an extended period of time, focus on your purpose, and you will see the woman attraction easily, because you're becoming a higher version of yourself. Because you're becoming a higher version of yourself, you have subconsciously have no choice but to start attracting women who fit that higher version of yourself. The only way to attract a better woman is to become a better man. This is the only way. High quality people attract each other. Low quality people attract each other. Like attracts like. You are who you are. You are what you habitually come back to. You are who you are. So you have to be the person who does things in a certain way to get a certain result. The woman attraction is insane. You work at it, you consistently hit your goals, you consistently become the man who's building and conquering and producing. There'll be no doubt that woman attraction will be inevitable. Guys, you have to make yourself a higher valuable person. You have to make yourself full stack. You have to. This is the only way to cut out all the BS, because women test men all the time, and weak men succumb to these tests because they don't have real purpose. They don't have a higher purpose bigger than her. Like Big Sean said, this is bigger than you. There has to be something in your life that's bigger than anything. You have to put your purpose over everything. Purpose, because once you have purpose, a lot of things don't matter. You might speak less because just a lot of things don't matter. People might think this is not the best way to handle things, blah blah blah. But if the purpose is provoking enough, nothing else matters. Purpose comes first. Your purpose has to become the best thing the best thing you can fall back on, because a man without purpose is aimless. An ideal mind is the devil's workshop. So be purposeful, be intentional. Succumb her test that she wants a test to see if you are a real man or not, and you have to be. The only way you do this is to combine retention with your purpose, and to keep going like a missile out of a rocket, out of like a missile that never stops. So retain, and she will hunt you down because of the person that you are. Notice how I said the person of you that you are, because guys think they have to try all these different tactics. They have to do these different things, but they don't never talk about the person that they are. It's about the person that you are, the man and woman dynamic. It's about being the person that you are. Like Drake said, she's in love with who he is. You have to become who you are. The best way that you can become who you are, once you become who you are, things will fall into place, because once you've increased your quote-unquote vibration, increased the person that you are, increased how you think, increase everything, things fall into place easily because you're in alignment with life. The reason why things aren't falling into place because you're not in alignment. Your cortisol levels are too high. You have too much stress. You're not really fulfilling your purpose. You don't really have purpose. You're doing things that doesn't uplift your soul. And if these things don't uplift your soul, all things will be bizarre in your life. But if you're calm, if you're higher vibration, if you're light on your feet, things will be easier. Things will fall into place. People will fall into place. People will come and attract into your life. Your ex may even come back into your life and see how great of a person that you become. It's up to you to reject her or accept her. It's up to you. But the bottom line is, you increase yourself and things will fall into place easily. You're too focused on too many things that she's doing instead of not focusing on yourself. You have to become that person. Justin Jefferson, to end off with this, Justin Jefferson, Madden rating is a 99. Think about that. His rating is a 99. Most guys can't even fathom that. This is what I mean by becoming the person. You have to become the person, because if you can literally walk to anybody and say that your Madden score level of video game, these people decided to rate your skill level as a 99, then what can anybody else say about you? This is how you have to start thinking. With that being said, make sure if you're a guy who wants to increase his appeal online, attract more women online, and while you're on retention, become more appealing to women, and even interact and have more meaningful relationships, because having the right person in your life is actually really important then. And you really want to, like I said, increase your appeal and become the person that you really want to become, especially online, and get more attention from women in life and in person. Make sure you click on the link down below, how guys are using the online dating blueprint to attract high quality women online and actually get more dates in their life. If this sounds like you, click on that link below, watch our presentation. It's great. You will thank yourself later. We're signing off.